Lesson 5.1, Part 2. We're still combining like terms, but as you can notice, we have some fractions involved. It still starts the same way. We stop our boxes. We're going to box out the like terms. We stop our boxes whenever we get to a subtraction or addition sign. And there's some invisible stuff here going on. That 3/4 in the beginning, since it doesn't have a sign to its left, we can put a little plus sign in there that'll help us when we combine like terms. Now, I'm going to underline the matching terms with the same number of underlines. So those both have an A. Those terms both have an A, so they get one line. These don't have any variable. They're called constants, and they get 2 lines to show that they match. Now, we're going to take those like terms, and we're going to combine them. So we have the plus 3/4 A, and we have the minus 1/2 A. What we're going to do is be focusing just on the fractional parts there. The A just kind of comes along for the ride. So we have to have those fractions, make sure those fractions have common denominators. What's the least common denominator of 4 and 2? 4 and 2 both go into 4. Bring down everything, the signs and everything, but I do have to make an adjustment. That still stays at 3/4, but now since I changed the 2 into a 4 by multiplying it by 2, I have to multiply that by 2 as well and get 2/4. All right, we have it rewritten with common denominators. Now we're going to just simply look at the numerators here, right? And it's kind of like plus 3 minus 2. Our 2 terms there, plus 3 and minus 2. If we can focus in on that, you can easily do the math. All right, or we can just put it over top of 4 and bring the A along for the ride. And hopefully you can see that the result there is 1/4 A. Positive 1/4 A. So we can put the positive 1/4 A in there. Now that positive sign, the plus sign, out front, we don't really need it because it's the term that's first. So if it's plus, then you just can leave it blank. Leave it blank, and it's assumed that there's a plus sign there, or a positive. All right, so I'll just leave it there for now, but we don't have to write it if it's in the beginning. Now, we have to go and take our other 2 terms, these guys, and combine those. So that's negative 2/3 plus 5/6. We have to get common denominators. The least common denominator is 6. So we have to multiply the 3 by 2. So multiply the numerator by 2 and get 4. Now that's still negative. All right, now we're going to combine those. So we could look at it like that. Just look at the tops and ignore the bottoms. But I sometimes like to write it like this, negative 4 plus 5. And that just really makes it sleek so I can really focus on that top part, and that gives me 1/6. So now that's a positive 1/6, so I know it's going to say be plus 1/6. All right, and that is my answer. Now I'm going to erase that because I don't like that hanging out there. But 1/4 A plus 1/6. Now let's go quickly on to the second example. Ask questions if you have them, or pause and rewatch to make sure you understand. Try this one, and then you can check when I go over it and see if you got it right. All right, we're going to box those out. We're going to underline like terms, underline the constants, and now combine the like terms. So we have the negative 1/4 M plus the 3/8 M, common denominators. All right, we have to change that 4 by multiplying by 2. That's negative 2/8 plus, oops, I forgot my M. Now, I like to put it over the same fractions. So that would be negative 2 plus 3. And that becomes 1/8 M, and it's positive, so we'll put that there. So that gives us positive 1/8 M, and now we have to deal with the constants. So we're going to deal with the 5/6 minus the 2/3. And our common denominator would be 6. So that can stay the same. We're still subtracting. We have to multiply that by 2, and it gets us 4. Put it over top of each other, over top of the same denominator, and we get 1/6. And it's positive, so we put plus 1/6. Circle that, erase my little plus sign in the front.